Oh my god, it's happening. It's finally happening. Bad Piggies 2! So today my mission is to play through this game, get my thoughts on this long-awaited sequel, and finally add it to my Angry Birds tier list with all the other games in the series. Time to find out if these Piggies are as bad as I used to be, or if they're kind of just more sad and weird in 3D. The game drops you right into the tutorials, and you find out we're playing as Ross's nephew, who is the pig from the first game. Ross is sick of crashing and exploding, so he's going to put his new slave child to work instead. Right away we're tasked with getting used to the new art style. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The movie designs of the pigs and birds just really suck in comparison to the classics. There's really no reason for the pigs to have arms and legs in this game, but it's fine. Otherwise though, I don't really mind the stylization here. I wholly prefer the 2D look of the original, don't get me wrong, but if we have to go to 3D, I don't think this does a bad job. I will say, we seem super zoomed out without an option to change our view, but for the most part, this hasn't been a big issue. The tutorial goes on for a little long. I probably could have discovered the solution to these levels myself, but it's fine. The new level structures seem to be taking a page out of the Angry Birds 2 book, where each level has multiple stages to it rather than just one challenge. I'll get back to my thoughts on this change later, but for now, let's keep going. In a lot of levels, you are given parts that can't be moved around. In a way, this adds an extra level of challenge, but at the same time, it removes an element of experimentation that the original game had. Again, I will come back to that later. The music is, well, honestly pretty good. Obviously, we are used to the absolute bangers from the original, but this works decently well. If I can, I'll use it as background music for the video. The items we start out with are pretty straightforward, like mechanized wheels and soda bottles. We get a switch to change directions pretty early too. Other stuff like balloons seem to have changed a bit, where we control when the balloons come out rather than just having them attached and able to be popped. There's also multiple uses, so we get to inflate the balloons 3 times before they can't be used again. The other major difference here is the added village. With most mobile games these days, you can't just have fun and play a game. Who wants to do that? Nope, you gotta build contraptions for people and play in events to level up. And yeah, that actually sounds kind of fun. I want to build contraptions for pigs. Except you're not building contraptions. You are selecting parts to build, and then, of course, waiting for them to finish. That's okay, I'll just wait by playing the game now. Oh, I'm out of stamina? That's cool. I guess I won't play your game then. People are gonna go nuts over the stamina stuff. No one likes it. The main reason I don't is because that means, whoopee! Microtransactions in my little piggy game. But the reason they implement it is so that you can keep coming back to the game over time. I don't think I like the village too much. The main gameplay here comes from events, where you play levels and try to beat a specific time. The thing is, these are based on levels we already played, so I can just do them again the exact same way I did the first time. It's almost encouraging me not to experiment in case I get it wrong. And that's my main disappointment with this sequel. One of the coolest, most fun things about Bad Piggies was always figuring out what crazy contraption would benefit you most. If you crashed in the process, you went back to the drawing board to figure out a new solution. Well, in Bad Piggies 2, you can do that, even if they are limiting you with the amount of changes you can make to your vehicle. But guess what? You can only retry the level 10 times. So rather than encouraging you to try different things out and beat the level in your own way, they're pointing a gun to your head and whispering, "Beat the level now! Beat it right now! Stop messing around!" My pretty little baby. And of course, just like Angry Birds 2, 3 stars doesn't matter, and actually aren't even presented here. I love trying to beat the level under a certain time or without crashing, but now once I make it to the goal, I'm moving on without that extra fun challenge. I can see some people disagreeing with me on this point, since now you can play more diverse levels without having to worry about doing them as perfectly. To me, I see it as a downgrade though. And yeah, you know what? I describe this whole game right now with that one simple word, downgrade. Maybe disappointment too. The original game is legendary, people love it and continue to play it today as it is one of the few titles Rovio deemed worthy of sticking around. As stated before, I love the original for its music, its style, its level of experimentation, and challenge. Everything added here feels like they wanted to make the game more replayable, but ultimately feels like uninspired slop being shoved in the faces of all the greedy pigs wanting more game to play. If all you want is to have new Bad Piggies levels to beat, then I would recommend playing it. If you've never played the original, I'd still recommend playing it. Even if you think it looks horrible, I'd recommend playing it. In the end, it is more Bad Piggies, just with a new look and different level structure. The original game still exists, thankfully, so we can all still play the superior title. But what they have here isn't too bad. B tier. I hope I did a good job covering everything in this new game. I wanted to keep it fairly concise while still giving you a good look at the game if you aren't currently able to play it. I guess I should mention it's only available in certain countries currently, but there are ways to get around that. Except if you have an Android. I am truly sorry, but you did choose the inferior phone, so honestly kinda deserved. Sorry, I'm kidding, I'm joking. If you want to see me do this for future games in the Angry Birds series, let me know. Or other series too, honestly. It's fun to put the whole focus on one game. Anyways, that's all. PVZ video coming soon. See you then. Bye bye now. My pretty little piggy, I won't hurt the hair on your little piggy head. But don't you dare take another freaking second on this level. But I won't hurt that little piggy hair on your piggy head. No, I won't. No, I won't.